Welcome everyone to Montgomery County's Engage at Home, brought to you by the county's Caregiver Support Program. Today, we are exploring arts and entertainment, all offered through the Silver Spring Town Centre. They have the most amazing program where you can enjoy arts, education, you can learn new skills, and you can enrich your life during these times that are somewhat challenging. Their executive director, Lisa Martin, has curated ongoing programming pre-COVID and during this time. I've asked her here today to tell us more about their arts and entertainment program, and together we will review the Winter 2021 schedule. So Lisa, thank you. And please tell us a little bit more about the centre and your program.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me, Lily. It's a pleasure to speak with you and your community and learn more about it. As you mentioned, we've been, Silver Spring Town Center, also called SSTCi, has been active. We're now in our 16th year, actually, and many people may know us primarily from the Silver Spring Blues Festival, which is the largest event that we present out of over 100 free arts and entertainment programs and events throughout the year. And most of these take place at the Civic Building and on Veterans Plaza. Others may have come across our Twilight Tuesdays or Wednesday Night Stars, small performances on the plaza on Tuesday and Wednesday evenings to help make the downtown more safer and more family friendly. And then we have another festival in addition to the Silver Spring Blues Festival and Blues Week, because we do a whole Blues Week each year in normal times. We do a Harvest Moon Festival, which is multicultural. We've done, we would be doing the fifth one if in normal times. So we've done 4 of them so far. And then inside the building, we offer regular programming, including a monthly film and lecture series, a quarterly arts salon, our monthly Sparkle program presented in collaboration with Silver Spring Village, and many other events and special events. Our mission is SSTCi educates, entertains, and inspires residents of all ages by activating public spaces with arts and cultural events that embrace the region's diversity and build community connections. And so in these challenging times, we have pivoted to completely virtual programming, and we are actually doing more than before, more than 100. It's about over 130 free arts and entertainment programs and events throughout the year. So we're going to talk more about those. We've just kicked off our winter schedule. We had a New Year's Eve extravaganza, and now we're going into all of our January events.
Thank you, Lisa. So what about if we now take a look at winter schedule? So here we are on the county's Caregiver Support Program blog. I published the winter schedule on the blog, and I will include the link to this schedule and the Silver Spring Town Centre's website on the Engage at Home YouTube channel description for this episode. So Lisa, why don't you take us through some of the highlights that people can participate in over this winter?
Well, I think most people would agree that laughter would be a very welcome activity to take part in. So we have scheduled laughter yoga with Savitri Khalsa, who does a great job of doing this program of laughter and being silly, and just if you do intentional laughter and then the natural laughter follows. So it's a very healing and stress relieving kind of activity. And We have dozens of people already registered for this Friday, January 8th at 5:30. It's our laughter yoga happy hour. So I hope people can come for that. And then the same evening, we have our art salon, which is a quarterly program, and it's home sweet home. So it's people come and share artwork or other creative expressions related to the sense of home. What does home mean to you? So our art salon is for people from all around the creative spectrum, from artists to musicians to poets, writers, filmmakers, and many others. It's a more intimate gathering of sharing ideas and sharing creative works. As I mentioned earlier, we present a monthly Sparkle program in collaboration with Silver Spring Village. And our January Sparkle on Wednesday the 13th is with organizer Pam Holland of Mindful Decluttering. And she was the first organizer we had invited years ago and has relocated to Colorado, but Zoom, the virtual times we're in, has given us the opportunity to invite speakers that are no longer in our area or have never lived here. So we've been able to expand out and offer, offer people like Pam who've maybe left the area or have, so we have all kinds of opportunities because you can be virtually anywhere to take part in our programs. And I won't mention everything, but I will give a shout out for Pepe Piedra Inca Rasta. He is an artist that we're spotlighting in January also on the 13th. He's doing Surrealismo Andino in the studio with Pepe Piedra Inca Rasta. Pepe is originally from Peru, and he does wonderful work. There's an example there, Mercy, Mercy. And so we have our lecture on QAnon conspiracy theories. It's the folkloric roots of QAnon conspiracy with Smithsonian curator James Deutsch and Levi Beauchanton. And that is on Friday the 15th. I expect a large audience for that, given our times. What's going on today, people want to try to understand. And we have a special poetry gathering, Only in Darkness Can You See the Stars, poetry open mic featuring collective voices with poet Brenda Bunting, who's one of our board members. And then there's going to be another poetry gathering in February with Brenda. But before we go up, if we could mention Marcy Wolf Hubbard is teaching a series of classes, a workshop, Build a Tiny House, starting on January 14th or 3rd, is it? Yeah, the 14th, and then the 21st and 28th. Build a Tiny House. It's mixed media sculpture workshop. So these workshops are normally, I think, $130 through Marcy. And when she teaches them at Glen Echo or the Smithsonian, they're even more expensive. But virtually, the fee is normally $130. But we have gotten Marcy to teach for free of charge to our participants. So that should be a fun thing to do, and you can include children from ages 12 and up to join you in that, to create a tiny house, keeping with our theme of staying at home during January and staying safe. And we also have an ongoing arts from home, fresh perspective in the arts from home with Professor Annie Storr. That will actually start January 27th and run every other week on Wednesdays, starting January 27th. Annie Storr was my professor when I was doing my master's in arts management at AU some years ago. Annie is really brilliant, and she's a local Silver Spring resident. for many years. So I also facilitate a program that we started during the virtual programming, Postcards from the Edge, a gathering of Globetrotters share rapid fire travel logs. And so it's a tongue twister, but it's actually pretty easy. You bring 5 or 6 photos of a favorite place you visited. It can be anywhere in the world, including somewhere locally, and share about that place. And so, but it's rapid fire. So everyone gets a chance to share about a special place. You do it in like 3 minutes, show your photos, share your stories and insights, and everyone loves that. So that's on Friday, January 29th. We're doing a lot of hands-on workshops this winter, including hand lettering basics with Christy Bada of the Unofficial Hand Lettering Society of Silver Spring. Had you ever heard of that, Lily?
No, but I love the title.
So, right, so they're a group of creative people who do calligraphy type of work. They, she's going to teach us how to write nicely, because a nice thing to do now to connect with others and to be more creatively engaged while we're at home during this time, is to create correspondence to send to family and friends. So it's something you can do on February 3rd, and then come back on Friday, February 5th for our second Postcards as Art workshop. And as you can see, there's a postcard which is decorated with stickers and other things. And this is presented by artist Frances Holliday Alford. I'm thinking Marcy Wolf Hubbard. Both of them are good friends of mine. Frances Holliday Alford is an artist based in Vermont, and she's a returned Peace Corps volunteer like myself. I've known her many years, and she's extremely creative, and she led a session for us. We had dozens and dozens of participants, so we asked her to come back to do another. It's really fun to do. I've even seen some of the people in our community posting about it later, that they are now really into doing postcards as art and sending it to friends and receiving. So it's they incorporate the postal stamp as part of the design, so you don't have total control. It's a concept that started, I think, in the 60s and has been revived. So we have February 10th with Silver Spring Village. Our next Sparkle is the role of spirituals in the African American struggle for freedom, with Dr. Annie Woodley Brown. And among other programs in celebration of Black History Month, we have photographer Ray Fudge on the 15th of February, sharing his photography in a program called Soul of the City, an exploration of DC from an African American perspective. And Ray is one of our local photographers. He's been documenting many of our events, especially our Blues Festival. And he does a really great job capturing events around the area. So I hope you can join us for some of these. And then the poetry gathering with Brenda Bunting is another program. And we're doing, you see a little popcorn and movie passes. We started doing a movie night last fall, and we've invited Professor David Rothman back to resume with more movies. Maybe once a month. February 17th will be the next one. So, and then we have these special programs, such as on Thursday, the 25th, local musician Wendy Laxner of Wendy and the Lost Boys also works in arts and health field, and she's going to lead a panel discussion on how to use the arts in the healthcare setting. So it should be an interesting program, especially for anyone interested in incorporating the arts and healing, you know, as part of the healing and taking care of loved ones. Doll maker Camilla Bryce Laporte will be presenting Caribbean Women of Resistance in the studio with doll maker Camilla Bryce Laporte. And Camilla is very interesting. She develops dolls based on perhaps lesser known for the most part, historical figures. And in this one, she's going to talk about the Caribbean women who have struggled for freedom in times past.
Wow.
So it should be interesting. And our website is there, silverspringtowncenter.com. And I have not had a chance to get it updated. We had to make a change on the design, just a minor change, and we will be getting it updated. So people can also email me anytime at lisa@silverspringtowncenter.com, or go to the website and scroll to the bottom and submit your email to get on our mailing list so you keep updated. And of course, we are on social media, including Facebook, which has the very regular updates on things.
Lisa, this is simply an amazing and inspired series of events that you've scheduled. And I just want to remind everyone that they can see these schedules both on the Silver Spring website, which I'll include with the Engage at Home episode, and also on the county's Caregiver blog. Both of those links are going to be included on the episode where you found this Engage at Home show. So Lisa, what else is happening that maybe you forgot about?
Well, there's so much happening that, you know, I'm thinking of everything that's going on all at once. So one thing that is inspiring our whole theme of empathy for the month of February, because we have themes each month, like Home Sweet Home is January, when we should be focused on being at home, and then empathy during the month of Valentine's Day. We have podcaster Arvind Venugopal with the podcast Empathy Speaks, talking about the art and science of understanding others. And that will be on Friday, February 12th. And Valentine's Day, we are actually collaborating with Improbable Comedy, and they are offering us free tickets to their show, Sweet and Sour, on Valentine's Day, February 14th. And we also do monthly comedy shows. We do them in trios now, and the current theme now is Gals and Giggles, and it's led by Stacey Axler. So it's a focus on women comics. So look for that on our schedule. Our next one is next Thursday, actually. So I think we all could use a good laugh right now. What do you say, Lily?
Oh my goodness, between the laughter yoga, the comedy, and really having some giggles with some gals, I really think that you have put together an amazing uplift during these times of great confusion.
Well, thank you. We hope many in your audience can join us for all of this and more.
Oh, definitely will. So we've reached the end of our time together today. Are there any closing thoughts that you would like to share with our audience?
Well, I think what's most important to get us through is what our focus is to keep creatively engaged as well as connected with each other. And Zoom helps us do that too. So you and I both are using Zoom to help our community stay connected and engaged during this time. And we will get through this together.
Absolutely. Now, I am hoping that this will be the beginning of many opportunities where you can come on Engage at Home and inspire our audience to be part of your amazing arts and entertainment program. So you have an open invitation to join us.
Oh, thank you, Lily. I'd be happy to come back and speak with you and everyone again.
Beautiful. Thank you. This has been Engage at Home. And I hope that all our viewers and our special guests continue to remain engaged and very much stay calm.